Hi, so I'm going to introduce you to my little Santa that I made out of Dollar Tree supplies, and hopefully this is going to make sense to you. I am going to basically be doing a photo library of everything rather than a full-on video because it takes a little bit of time, and I think that your time is valuable. But I want to show you what I used for the head so that you can see this. I think I've already thrown out the packaging, but these are door handle stoppers from the Dollar Tree. And I'm basically using them because they're round and they have a backing on them. So in order to make it, because I like my things to look nice on the back side too, I am putting 2 of these together, and they're very strong. They have a very strong adhesive, so you don't have to worry about using hot glue. You can if you want to, just put a dab in the center. But basically, the double-sided adhesive strips that are already on here will butt up to one another back to back. Then by the time you put all the Santa's the hat and everything on, there's just no way this thing is coming apart. So I just line them up, plop them together. They don't have to be perfect. Don't worry about that because like all of this is going to be hidden underneath a mop beard, which I took apart the mop, and I want to show you this too so that you're aware of it. But these strands of these Dollar Tree mops just peel apart super duper easy. Like they just like basically come apart, but you have to go slowly because it's cotton and it will break. Now, I pre-cut the length of the beard that I want. Okay, this is actually mustache material, but we're gonna pretend it's beard material. I pre-cut it, and then I run a strip of glue across this is the head, so I run it right across the center of the head, and I just go ahead and plop these on in a row. It goes really fast. Once that glue is dried, like 2 minutes, then you can start to peel it apart. This is the simpler option. I've done it a couple of different ways now. This is the way that seems to work the best. Sometimes, and you might find this even easier, folding a piece of mop string in half, placing the whole half on a strip of glue all the way across there, and then I double layer it. So I have two piles. It's piled too high, like this, and then I peel it. So to make the mustache, whatever is left over from what I've cut off, I can use that if I want to make a shorter mustache, or I can save these for another project or for a smaller version of the Santa head. Or I can go ahead and I can take a bundle of these, tie them in the center, then peel it back, then glue it on top of the beard. What I use for the glasses, Dollar Tree has different kinds of wire. I've got every color that they have. So I just take the wire and I cut a strip, and it doesn't have to be perfect because this is going to be wrapped around itself. So all I do is take a couple of my fingers, wrap around, make a loop so that there's a circle of some sort. Then I wrap it, wrap the end, I make another loop, wrap it again, and then I take another piece of wire about, I don't know, maybe a foot long or so, and then I just start wrapping all the way around, and I form it as I go, so it's in a circle. I'm going to show you a finished product here in a little bit, so you'll see what it looks like in the photos. But this just strengthens the glasses. Something I have not figured out yet is how to make the eyeballs. I don't really like the googly eyes that they have at the Dollar Tree, and because I'm trying to use mainly Dollar Tree products to make this ornament, I am not yet satisfied with anything there for eyeballs. They do have beads. I just didn't like any of them that my Dollar Tree had for Santa's eyes. So Santa is eyeless right now. That's kind of sad, but he is. The other thing that I use from the Dollar Tree is their blush. Okay, and I take these little felt pads. They come in a variety of packages. As you can see, one variety right here. One package has all round felt pads. I picked up the one that had various felt pads just because I'm going to be doing other projects and I wanted to have different pads available to me for different things. And also because I'm going to be moving, and when I move, there are a few things that I don't want to scratch the wall. I want to put a felt pad on, or maybe behind my pictures, underneath things that I'm going to put on my furniture, that kind of thing. Which, by the way, I'm really excited. I can't wait to actually move. I have been packed for a year and a half. All of my project space is absolutely full of boxes, which is why I'm in my kitchen, bent over the counter, trying to talk to you today and doing a photo video. I have now talked for 6 minutes, so almost 7. Ooh, that's a long time. But I want you to know that these work really well for the nose. I just drag it through here, but you have to do it away from all your other materials. Otherwise, this stuff gets everywhere. Okay, the other thing I do is I pre-cut these little greenery stems that I get over at the Dollar Tree. I think there's like a dozen or maybe more than that in a package. And I pick these up. You can get them at Walmart. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. Pretty much you can get all of this stuff at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. I just happen to go to the Dollar Tree. So I pre-cut these. They're not very long. You can see they're like 3/4 of an inch to an inch long. Not very long. I have bits and baubles that I've saved through the seasons, and these little jingle bells came from Dollar Tree also. So I hope that it helps you. You're going to need things like a glue gun and glue sticks. I didn't even use a full glue stick, like not even by a long shot. You're just going to use a little bit of glue. One of my favorite things to use is from the Dollar Tree for the hat is one of these automobile rags. Okay, they're about this. They're not very big. They're maybe a foot or so long. All right, but in order to make the hat, I literally just add a bead of glue, okay, across this face. And then I plop the hat down. I'm going to wrap it around. You want to be careful not to burn yourself because these are thin. I wrap it around. Then I just fold this in. I'll take a piece of twine. I'll tie it off. I don't actually have twine over here right now, so I will use a piece of this thread. Okay, we'll use a thread off of our mop. Now, I have added a piece of Chanel wire inside the hat before so that I can scrunch it down, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do this rapidly. Okay, add a little bit of glue back here, fold over the excess like this. You'll have this, then you'll take another piece of actual twine, and that's what I use for the hanger. Okay, and then your hat will flop over like this. If you want this to be scrunchy, you will just simply take a piece of wire, glue it inside the hat, and then scrunch down, and that works pretty well also. However, those aren't very sturdy, so you still have to flip over the hat like this, okay, in order to get it to hang correctly from your tree. So the next thing that I use, and I love these two, this is awesome material, another automotive cloth, it's got greenery on it, another automotive cloth from the Dollar Tree. I cut strips of this, and then I do the same thing, and I just glue around the hat. If you want to make a little ball up here, it's so simple. You cut a little square or circle of this. You can put extra fabric in it. It doesn't really matter what you fluff it with, okay? You can cinch it up with a needle and thread, whatever you need to do to make it into a ball shape, and it works great for the pom-pom. Other things that I have used have been like cotton balls, you know, things like that. Polyfill works if you kind of wrap it a little bit, and you have to play with that a little bit more, so that I would try to avoid that. I did try it when I was out of other material at another time, but I don't recommend that. Anyway, you'll see the finished product in the photos attached to this video, and I hope that this was helpful to you. I know that I didn't do the complete project. They take about 30 minutes, maybe tops, to make one well. Okay, don't forget to protect your surface. I picked up just a really cheap piece, sorry for moving that. I picked up a really cheap piece of carpeting that has a rubber back on it.